Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the white man to the Backbone Podcast, where common sense still makes sense in a world that is sick and only getting sicker. And I'm sure you have seen this skit here that we're about to show you today. It's by this comedian named Drewski. This is how entertainment. This is where entertainment has gone now. He's one of these sketch guys. He does videos on YouTube and stuff like that. And he made a video titled That Guy Who Is Just Proud to Be American. And in the 36 hours since he's posted this on social media, the video of him assuming the persona of a NASCAR fan, literally actually attending a NASCAR event, complete with an American flag, cowboy hat, shaggy overalls, and a full bodysuit that made him look. Now, this guy Drewski's black, I'm sure you know. But this bodysuit and the makeup is absolutely incredible. From what I've heard, it took almost 4 hours to put on. And it has captured and taken the internet by storm. Now, some people are upset with this because, he's mocking white people, of course, which is something that you can do. You can never do that with black people, but you can do that to white people. The video is about 3 minutes long, but it manages to capture this comedian embodying some of the aspects of Southern racing culture, if you want to call it that. I love Formula One racing. To me, it's the best form of racing there is. There's no doubt about that. NASCAR is just, guys just in souped up cars driving in circles for 4 hours. It's just boring. He, of course, he has his pickup truck. He's playing Born in the USA. He's chugging beers. He's covered in tattoos. He's fat. He has the unkept beard. And he's singing the national anthem. And in this video, as you're going to see, he fools everybody there. He fools everybody there. And they all think he's one of the boys. And if you think it's funny, it's whatever. To me, it's the demise of the white man. It's a sad showing because what this guy did in his observation of white people, of specifically white men, is spot on. It's spot on. I'm going to play the video for you. If you haven't already seen it, it's about 2 minutes long, two and a half minutes long. But there he is in full regalia. And I could tell you, living in a small town, I know a lot of guys who look like this, who behave like this. And I'm telling you that this is the reason why Western civilization is falling. 100%. Let's play the video.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Born in the USA. Woo! Born in the USA. Hey, Suanna.
She's not listening.
Hey, come on. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby.
6 o'clock.
Girl, you crazy now. Hey, Meemaw. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? You good? All right, now. Hey, you lost, boss?
No, I'm going to the race.
What race?
NASCAR race.
You going to NASCAR?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
You ain't lost, is you?
No, I'm good. I'm going to the race, sir.
Sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Find something safe to do, boy.
Yeah. If liquor don't kill us, pussy must. Yeah! Woo! Bring on the truth, baby. Oh, that fucker will go. I see. Dan Arkin.
Randy Van Devon.
Dan Arkin. Oh, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Never proud to be American.
So there you have it. And listen, there are some people, like I said, who are upset about this. But this is how the world sees white men in America. There's no doubt about it. And are they wrong? Is he wrong? No way. White men have become so lazy, and their opinion of themselves is so low standard that they look exactly like that. Not all, but enough. Being fat, completely overweight, over 300 pounds, covering themselves up with stupid tattoos, the unkept beards down to their belly buttons, dressing like slobs. What happened? How did we go from this from this to that? What the fuck happened? Where did the evolutionary line just get sliced? I don't get it. You know, there was a time where white people were the envy of the world. Everybody wanted to be like white people. They didn't admit it out in public, but they did. They idolized white people. Look at the movie stars of the past. The music that was produced, the architecture. Guys like Marlon Brando and Cary Grant, Marcello Mastroianni, Alain Delon. They were worshipped because they were the symbol of what masculinity is. And now we went from that to being a laughingstock, an absolute laughingstock. I see guys down in this town that I live in that, I mean, shaking their hand, you want to get a tetanus shot right afterwards. They drive those fucking pickup trucks with the flags, the Trump flag, the MAGA flag, the America flag, don't tread on me flag. These are low IQ people. I get it. They're not very educated. But have some pride in how you look. Have some morals. Where did it go wrong? What is with being 300 pounds, covered in tattoos, and having a beard that looks like a chia pet growing out of your face? Where's the appeal in that? Do these fucking people have mirrors in their house? How do they look in the mirror and say, you know what? Yep. That's it. That's the look. And I'm going to tell you something. They, for some ungodly reason, well, I kind of know the reason. They have broads. A lot of them do. They're low value women, of course. You know, they got more tattoos than teeth. But there's somebody for everybody out there. but it's got to stop somewhere. I have a friend who he manages a men's warehouse. I spoke to him about a year ago, and he told me that every year since about 2015, the sales of suits and ties go down, progressively go down, which is shocking to me because I have a closet. I must have about 60 suits in my closet. I mean, I don't wear suits that much anymore. The school doesn't demand it, and society doesn't demand it anymore. But when I worked at Fox, when I worked at IBM, when I worked for the city, I had to wear a suit and tie every day. And now, of course, these are different times. And it was New York. You couldn't look like a slob in New York. But IBM was very, very strict. You had to wear a suit and tie every day. There was none. Some companies have dress down day where you don't have to wear a tie. No, not them. Very, very strict, and you could not show tattoos at all. Nobody had tattoos back then. Excuse me. But now standards are so low, and the way that white men in this country are seen is so low that image in front of you is the norm. It's acceptable. White men on TV are depicted as being out of control, drunken slobs. Chain smoking, vaping, wearing fucking baseball caps backwards. It's like they never became or evolved into men. They just became just fat boys. And it's sad. And it's got to change. There's no way that if you have a son, that he looks up to you and says, that's how I want to look when I grow up. It just can't happen. I mean, my father wore a shirt and tie when he went to the bathroom. I mean, that's just the way those people were. There was never a time, ever a time, where I would see anybody not dressed up at an event but now you go to a wedding, you see guys wearing shorts. I live near a church and I went today and it was a little chilly out. I saw guys in t-shirts and shorts and flip-flops walking into church. The fuck are you doing? How is that acceptable? Don't you have any pride? Is there any shame left anymore? And then I hear a lot of guys complain, well, why are these white women dating black guys and Asians and Indians? Well, what the fuck? What are they going to do with you? You're no better. Who wants to be stuck with that? Who in God's name wants to introduce their friends or their family to something that looks like that? The vocabulary it borderline on retardation. The way he's dressing, the way this comedian is depicting white men is accurate. And you shouldn't be mad at him. We should be thanking him for exposing how well, not me or you, but how a lot of these guys look. Because they're dirtbags. And you got to start by losing the weight because you're going to get sick later on in life if you're too fat. If you're going to have a beard, at least groom it. And you got to stop. We just have to stop with the tattoos. The tattoos are just out of fucking control. It's just people say, oh, hey, it's my body, I can do whatever I want. Okay, great. But I don't have to treat you like you're my equal if you're covered in, tattoos of lizards and dragons and, stars and moons and elephants and all that other shit. You look retarded. This guy, if an HR person at a major company saw this guy walking through the door, you think he's getting hired maybe for a janitor or something, but not for a high value position. Now, these guys are all, they're manual labor guys mostly, right? They pick stuff up, they put stuff down. That's what they do. But where's the pride in it? What happened to the good old days of, as Tony Soprano would say, Gary Cooper, when guys were fit, when guys took pride in how they looked? Is it really over? Is it really, really over for Western civilization now that we look like this? I don't know. I think it's sad. I think it's sad when I see people like this, and it's acceptable. No one sits them down and says, "Hey, listen, you got to change something. You got to drop 150 pounds. You got to get a proper haircut. You got to lose the fucking beard. Stop with the goddamn tattoos." Even these women, these white women. I know one girl, she wants to be a psychiatrist. Her hands, her arms, her legs are covered in tattoos. Who the fuck's going to take advice from you? Perception is everything. People judge you the minute they see you. And if you look like that, if you're an old lady covered in tattoos, people are going to think you're disgusting, you're a dirtbag. And don't tell me you don't care what people think, because you do. And you almost have to care what people think, because you have to care about that job interview, what that person thinks of you. If you're in sales, you are selling yourself. You have to worry about if people believe you, they have confidence in you, if they think about you highly. If you look like that, nobody's going to take you seriously. It's white men losing their edge. There used to be a time when white men, as I said, were put on a pedestal as the honorable men of the world. That's no longer the case anymore. And it's sad, and hopefully it changes. I don't think it will. Hopefully this next generation, which is making a lot of crazy adjustments by going back to church, by turning to Catholicism, most importantly, maybe they're starting to see that, hey, I don't want to be like, Uncle Jeb, who smokes marijuana all day long and has a beard and is 350 pounds and he's a slob and he wears the same, AC/DC black shirt with the faded jeans and work boots. I value myself more. This is what happens when you stop developing and creating. You lose purpose. You have no purpose. You don't evolve. That is what the Stoics warned us about all the time. And if I mention Stoicism, and I have to some of these guys that I know, they look at me like I have 3 fucking heads. Because it takes effort to look decent. It does. You got to shave. You have to hit a gym. You have to look your best all the time. Because if you don't, it's a reflection of your core. And that's my 2 cents. All right. Thank you again for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Be careful out there, my friends. Satan is always busy. Be a man. Okay? Be a man. Look like a fucking man. Have a backbone, because masculinity and common sense are worth standing up for. We'll see you later.